So today we're going to learn how the distributive property can work with finding the area of a rectangle. Okay? The distributive property states that you can take the area of one big rectangle and distribute it or break it apart into two other rectangles, and still, if you add up those two rectangles' areas, you'll get the same area. So the first thing is we need to figure out the area of this rectangle, this giant one. And I see there's 5 rows here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in each row. So 5 times 6. You could figure that out by counting by 6s or counting by 5s. You should get 30 square units. Okay, so that's finding the area of the big rectangle, but now we are going to distribute that big rectangle up into two smaller rectangles. A red one and a blue one. We need a blue rectangle with 5 rows of 2. So again, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. But we need 2 in each row for my blue one. Five rows of 2. And the red one's going to have, excuse me, 5 rows of 4 in each row. So it's a 5 by 4. Okay? Now all we have to do is figure out the area of the blue rectangle and find the area of the red rectangle. There we go. You should be able to see that a little better now. Okay, I can erase my arrays now. Okay, so we have a 5 by 2 rectangle. What's 5 times 2? 10. And we have a 5 by 4 rectangle. What's 5 rows of 4? 20. And 20 plus 10 equals 30. Now keep in mind what we did here. Do you see these parentheses? We're going to have to see them later. That means that the 5 times 4 in here is collected and distributed into this rectangle, and the 5 times 2 right here is collected within these parentheses. Then we add the two rectangles together to find the area. 30 square units. All right? Good enough. Let's move on to the next page. Okay, we'll try a different one. We'll start with a big rectangle. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in each row. So this is a 4 by 6 rectangle. How do we find the area? Again, we can use multiplication. 4 times 6 equals 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, or 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. 24 square units. But we're going to use the distributive property to see if that really works. Distributing it into a blue rectangle and a red rectangle. Let's make a blue rectangle right up here. Cool. And a red rectangle here. And then we'll find the area of both again. Okay, so 4 times 6 equals 24. Fine. Let's see what these other rectangles are. The dimensions of the blue rectangle, it looks like there's only 1 row here. And how many in this row? It's a 1 by 6. I'll put that right here in this parenthesis, in this set of parentheses, 1 times 6, and that's my blue rectangle. Now let's figure out the area of the red rectangle, or we'll at least find the dimensions of them. I still have 6 in each row, but this red rectangle has 1, 2, 3 rows. So this is going to be a 3 by 6. So we'll add the 1 by 6 to the 3 by 6, remembering to put them in parentheses because each rectangle is separated now. And 1 times 6 plus 3 times 6, let's see if it adds up to that. What's 1 times 6? The area of the blue rectangle is 6. What is 3 times 6? The area of the red rectangle is 18. Let's add the 6 and the 18 up together, and we should get 24 square units. So the distributive property states that 4 times 6 is really the same thing as 1 times 6 plus 3 times 6. 4 groups of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, is the same thing as 1 group of 6 plus 3 groups of 6. I hope you learned a lot today.